Aaron Caruso of Clan Stonefire stared at the old metal gate of Clan Glenlock's lands and resisted the urge to flip off the security camera watching him. He'd done the bloody ridiculous knock they'd asked of him, and yet 10 minutes later, he was still standing in the rain. At least it was summer, so he wouldn't bloody freeze. Not that the Irish summer was any better than one back home in the north of England. His dragon spoke up. "Forget about the weather. We will see her soon. Not even dropping me in a vat of poisonous snakes will get me to kiss her, dragon, so shut it. This isn't Italy. Teagan is different." Teagan OShea was the Irish leader of Clan Glenlock. "I learned my lesson about females. Maybe in 10 years I'll change my view. But for now, they're more trouble than they're worth. Try telling that to our mum." "Stop with the logic. Of course mum is different." The metal gate screeched as it opened slowly. In a few seconds it revealed the form of a young male with red hair and the softness of late adolescence. Aaron added, "Great. They sent us a child. So much for a diplomatic welcome." The boy's lilting accent prevented his dragon from replying. "Sorry for the delay. Matters came up." Aaron grunted. "Fine. Can we get out of the rain now?" The boy raised an eyebrow. "They mentioned how cloudy weather made you tetchy. Odd, given where you're from." Great to know the Irish clan was already talking about him. He forced his voice to be polite. "If you don't mind, I'd like to come inside and talk with your clan leader." "Follow me, then." As Aaron walked past the gate, he noticed few people walking about. The only other time he'd set foot on Glenlock, it had been night and pitch black. Not even the cottages had lights shining in the windows. While he did not spot movement behind the curtains of a few homes, he had the feeling everyone had retreated to merely watch what he would do. Aaron was starting to think he should have delayed his trip a few extra days to find a replacement for his usual protector partner, Quinn Simmons. Quinn's mate going into labour had been bad timing. His beast sighed. "As if she had control over that. I'm starting to think she did. Vivian never wanted Quinn to go to Ireland for weeks on end. Vivian is another good female example. You paint with too broad a brush." Aaron mentally sighed. "Decent ones exist, but just not romantically for me. Accept it. It doesn't have to be romance. Just a kiss or two would be enough." Not dignifying his dragon with a response, Aaron caught up to the boy. "Am I still not going to get a hint of why I'm here?" The male shook his head. "It's not my place. Teagan will tell you." At the name of Glenlock's female leader, his dragon perked up. "Good. So we will have a meeting with her. It's probably the only one, so don't get your hopes up. I still say we should find ways to see her again. If you pushed aside your bitterness, you'd see what I see." "What, and have another female use me and toss me away like Narina did? She fooled you, not me. That's why you should listen this time." Not wanting to deal with an arguing dragon, Aaron constructed a mental prison and tossed him inside. Aaron sighed in relief when his beast's roars weren't more than a murmur. Maybe now he could get some bloody work done. Because, no matter what his beast wanted, there was no fucking way Aaron was going to kiss Teagan OShea. Females were off the table for the next few years. His time was better spent eradicating threats and making his clan safe. Or as his current assignment dictated, ensuring the Irish clan's safety. As they finally walked away from the area packed with cottages, the large looming shape of an old castle came into view. From his previous visit, he knew it was their great hall. In daylight he could better see the stones making up the walls as well as the turrets. "Wasn't aware my visit was going to be a clan-wide issue." "It isn't?" the teenager merely stated, a note of finality in his voice. The male might be young, but he was dedicated. Aaron didn't think he'd spill any more information, so he merely followed the Irish bloke into the great hall and down a set of stairs. However, instead of turning down a corridor like his last visit, they went down a few more flights of stairs. When they had to be fairly far underground, the male finally turned down a hallway and stopped at the door at the end. He rapped 5 times and then left the way he came without another word. So much for Irish hospitality. The door opened. Cillian O'Shea's tall, dark-haired form filled the doorway. He was Glenlock's head protector and in charge of clan security. He was also Teagan's younger but overprotective brother.